Planning Commission, one of them is Jennifer Tyree, one of them is Robert Scott Unroe. Do you want to vote on them both together?
Might as well.
Do I have a motion to appoint these two individuals to the Planning Commission for the town of Iron Gate?
I'll make that motion.
Motion's been made by Vice Mayor Erskine. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilperson Mays. Again, a roll call vote. Mr. Unroe?
Yes.
Mr. Mays?
Yes.
Mr. Erskine?
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert?
Yes.
Mr. Crawford?
Yes.
Welcome back, Jennifer. A property at 305 Railroad Avenue has been identified as a problem property. I would ask for a motion at this time from council to identify that property as a nuisance property, turn it over to Jarrett for enforcement of the nuisance ordinance. Do I have a motion to that effect?
I'll make that motion.
Motion's been made by Vice President Erskine. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilperson Crawford. Mr. Unruh.
Yes.
Mr. Mays. Mr. Erskine.
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert.
Yes.
Mr. Crawford.
Yes.
You'll get the information and start on that. And the last thing that we need to discuss tonight under new business that I have, we've discussed this last month, and that's Junior's accrued vacation time that he has carried over from last year. And Junior has carried over almost his whole vacation from last year. Plus he has 5 weeks that he's eligible for this year. So that would be 10 weeks of time off without Junior. So the discussion was had with Junior, and the recommendation of the Personnel Committee is that the town has made an offer to Junior that in lieu of him taking the 5 weeks from last year, 4.75 weeks to be exact, that he has accrued, that the town would pay him for his vacation time. And it is suggested that we would pay him at the rate of $100 a week added to his regular paycheck until that time is exhausted. Do I have a motion to that effect?
I'll make that motion.
Motion's been made by Vice Mayor Erskine to pay Junior Wilmore for his accrued vacation time in the amount of 190 hours, which comes out to 4.75 weeks of pay, beginning this pay period at the rate of $100 per pay period until he is paid in full. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilperson Mays. A roll call vote. Mr. Unruh?
Yes.
Mr. Mays?
Yes.
Mr. Erskine?
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert?
Yes.
Mr. Crawford?
Yes.
Any other new business that we need to discuss tonight?
Work session.
When their calendar's gone.
The next work session actually falls on President's Day.
So,
Is that it?
Is when?
yeah,
Calendar. It's bank holiday.
No,
Let's see.
work session will be on the 12th, won't it?
work session would be on the 12th.
Is it 12?
12,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, can't count.
Work session will be on the 12th at 7 p.m. Council meeting would be on the 22nd at 7 p.m. And then the call meeting is next Wednesday, the 31st at 7 p.m. with public hearing first for the discussion and public input on the amendments to the town charter. And then when we go back into the called meeting, we will vote on those amendments so that Wendy can get the certification to the General Assembly on time. Correct? Yep.
Okay, review those dates again, the 12th.
The 12th is the work session. Council meeting is the 22nd. And January 31st, we're having a called meeting and public hearing for input and discussion on the amendments to the town charter pertaining to terms of offices and appointments made to vacancies of offices.